Right, I've done a perimeter check, so I think we're all clear, but I really don't like this. Hi, this is Everyday Prepper, welcome to the channel. Well, I'm in some pretty unknown woodland. I didn't bother filming the hike in because I came here to set up some tarps in some different ways. Ever since I've been here, I've been frozen to the spot for about half an hour. My paranoia is terrible. You know, this is private land, I'm assuming private woods. There's footpaths throughout, all public access. So I have a right to be here. It's not even night time. Every crack and bash, I keep thinking I'm surrounded by marauders. You know, this is not SHTF. This is peacetime. And I'm having a hard time. I think that's just my mental state, possibly. Heightened alert. You know, I came here hoping it would be nice and therapeutic. And that's why I wanted to get outdoors and camp, wild camp, to as a bit of therapy, really. I've had my bottom lip going with stress. It's ridiculous. There's no need for it. I'm sure the more I do it, the better it will get. But I felt more comfortable the first time. And I was in unknown woodland then, so I have no idea how close I am to the path. I've walked away from the path, I've beaten my way through the woods. I walked past another campfire area, which again hasn't been cleaned up, but I'm assuming that's, you know, people coming on a weekend or something. This is a Monday night. But it just feels like everyone and their uncle is in here camping. Wild camping, setting up tarps, looking at me through the woods. I'm sure I'll get over it. What I need to do is set my tarp up for admin purposes. They call it an admin tarp, don't they? The sun's going down. I've got about an hour before the sun goes down. I've got some dinner with me. I brought some breakfast snacks and I did bring some coffee this time. So I'm going to set up a tarp and take it from there. Now, the spot I've chosen is kind of just in there, really, which is getting dark already in there, so it's pretty secluded. I'm hoping that not many people come through here. I've just found that, but it's rusted, so it's pretty old, and there's only one of them. So let's get this tarp set up. Right, set the tarp up. I've put some plastic loops across a branch that's going across up there with some toggles that I made the other day, and it's holding up nicely. This gives me a bit more room inside, and I've got the other tarp across the floor. I've got some clips to hold the foot end closed, and I think I might prop this one open with a stick while I cook some dinner, if I can stop being scared enough to cook dinner. I'm still really paranoid. Keep thinking I'm hearing voices. Keep hearing twigs snapping. There were some branches, like really hammering branches near me. I mean, for all I know, I could be right on the edge of a footpath, but I think I'll do a perimeter check, try and make myself feel a bit at ease. Don't really know what this video is about. It was going to be about different tarp setups, but I just haven't had time. And I'm kind of panicking because I want it to be undercover. So I think I'm going to make this video really about the paranoia and the holding it together when you're out in peacetime, let alone, you know, when people are actively aggressive. I don't know what's made me feel like this. I really don't. Hopefully you can hear me okay. I've got a new mic and camera set up. But yeah, it's really strange. I didn't feel like this last time at all. And there was a full moon last time. Normally you're a bit cranky during full moons, you know what I mean? And there was all light. When I got up in the middle of the night, it was light. Moon shining through, it was really nice. But same woods, actually. It's the same woods, different part of the woods. But I don't feel comfortable. Maybe I should go with my instinct and just bug out, go home. But I want to kind of stick it out because I want to battle work my way through this. I think that would be a good idea. Anyway, the sun will be down shortly. I do have some lighting on the camera now. So that's the inner tent, or inner tarp. Sleeping bag set up with my bivvy on my pump up mattress. Right, I'm going to do a perimeter check. So over there is where I've been hearing some really loud bangs on wood and crackling. But I think I'd know it if they were coming close to me, because there's a lot of brittle wood on the ground here. I wish I had a thermal imaging camera. I really do. And then just in there was where I found, just in there was where I found a fire. An old fire burnt out. I think we're okay. The tarp does stick out a little bit. Didn't bring my bloody camo net again. I could put some foliage over it. I might do that. Well, I'm in my tarp. There's mozzies buzzing right up to my face. I've covered myself in DEET, but it's pretty grim. I'm just thinking of just shutting myself in with no tea. I did have a late lunch. I know that's excuses, but I think I'm just too paranoid to cook. I've got my new stove as well, with the barbecue firelighter stove that I was going to use to cook my macaroni cheese, but it's getting late now. It's going to be really dark soon. I'm not sure I really want to cook. Every noise is just making my heart go. So I think I might try and settle down for bed and try some coffee in the morning. I think that's a good idea. It's probably going to be, I hope this doesn't put me off. So I've got all the gear now. Anyway, I'll see you in the morning. Morning, it's 20 to 7. I woke up about 20 past 5. Just been waiting for the light to get up. Just tried heating some hot water on one of these folding military stoves. And talking quietly because I'm still bloody paranoid. On one of these military stoves, and I ordered some what I thought was solid fuel for it, and I've got one of these firelighters that were supposedly for this thing, and when you set fire to it, it just melts through and sets fire to the wooden floor. So it's useless. So I kept having to tip water over it to put the fire out. So that's absolutely no good whatsoever. So I'm going to have to rethink that. I might just go back to gas. It's easier. But anyway, I'm going to pack up now and get on. The lights coming up fast. I did actually sleep. Kept waking myself up snoring. I managed to settle down. I managed to settle down a bit more when all the birds came to bed. So I was looking up at looking out of the tarp, up at the birds sort of roosting above me, which gave me a bit more comfort, because if they were roosting above me, then it meant that no one else was creeping around, and that they were comfortable to do that. So that made me feel a little bit better. So I'm going to pack up now. I've got quite a lot of wet gear. My tarp is brilliant. It kept me dry completely through the night. The only reason my sleeping bag is soaking down at the leg end is because I didn't realise, but my mattress was actually outside the tarp. But my feet, my bivy bag kept me dry anyway. But the tarp was absolutely fantastic. Barely any condensation. There was a bit of condensation last night when I sealed myself in, but it dissipated fairly quickly. And even though it's been absolutely torrential rain this morning, which I forgot to mention, since about 4 o'clock, the tarps kept me totally dry. So I might get another one of these. They're absolutely awesome. I could set one up for an admin area and one for a sleeping area, which would be really good. I've bought some of these before, or a couple of these before, which I hacked up to make a shelter for my chickens when it was raining, and that's been great for the last couple of years. So yeah, these tarps are awesome. I'll put a link in the description, but it's only a 3, it's only got sort of halfway point. It's not a 19-point tarp. You can do a lot with it, and it's 3 metre by 3 metre, so it's pretty good. Got a nice silver reflective on the inside to keep the warmth in as well. So yeah, we'll see how long into the autumn and winter I can use a tarp rather than a tent. Anyway, I'm going to pack up now, and then I'll do a debrief later. Right, well, I'm back at the car now. I'm in desperate need of a cup of coffee because I still didn't get my cup of coffee. I'm going to bring gas next time until I can figure out what's going on with that solid fuel burner. I just don't know what I'm doing. But yeah, it was a weird exercise that. I felt completely paranoid during the trip. Hopefully I will have trimmed the video down so that you'll get to this part. But I don't really know what that is. I'm not necessarily afraid to be out in public. Afraid to be out in the dark? I don't know. I mean, I'm 53. What the hell is the problem? Maybe it's just a one-off. Maybe I was just feeling a bit. And it was very impromptu. I came home from work early and decided to go out and get under a tarp. It was a good experience though. It was a good experience for tarp setup. I made the fatal error of not putting my underneath tarp. I should have put my over tarp over the top of the underneath tarp. I had the underneath tarp sort of sticking out of the edges, if you know what I mean, so that the rain was able to come back inside. So my sleeping pad got a bit wet, which is a bit of a shame. The other thing I wanted to mention was the pack I was using. I think it was a 45 litre Bergen that I got from a surplus store. It was all brand new. I think the company Combat with a K do them, and it's in multi-terrain pattern. But it's a nice pack, and I managed to get all my stuff in there, really packed it up. There's not many compression straps on there. There are some on the side, which I'd forgotten to use. But the other thing I found on this particular camp was I just couldn't remember where I'd put stuff. So I had a tiny little snack bar that I had in my bag that I nearly had last night. I thought, because I didn't bother with tea last night, I thought, I'll save the snack bar, I'll have that in the morning. Could I find it? Nowhere to be seen. So I really need to, again, that's a learning point, is to get organised with certain categories of items in certain places so that I know where they are. But other than that, the more I do it, the more I figure it out. So yeah, I don't know what it is. Maybe it's just the state of the world at the moment. There's a lot of crazy news. The other night I was getting all concerned, about the nuclear situation. There's a lot of talk about nuclear again. And if you've seen one of my previous videos where I mentioned, I'm weekly sort of up and down on that. I don't really know what to think, but it's unnerving. Situation in the world is very unnerving, and maybe that affected me on my camp this time. So I won't let it stop me. I'll be doing more. I've got to get over it, because when the SH really does hit the fan, then I don't want to be in the learning process. I want to be in the I've dealt with this and I know how to deal with it process. So from a prepping point of view, this is ongoing progress, and I'll keep you updated. But yeah, that tarp, absolutely fantastic. I may get another one just if I'm camping in a bigger area, I might have 2 tarps set up. I've seen that done in some people's videos where they're camping under tarps, and they have like loads of tarps all set up, one for sort of sitting and lounging around in and one for sleeping in. So I might do that as well. Just got to find an area that I feel comfortable to do that with. So in fact, the area that I walked through that had quite a large burnt out fire in was a massive open area, which could be really good. It's just a little bit close to the path to to be, you know, talking and recording videos and stuff like that. So I'll see. Anyway, that's enough of me rambling on. In the meantime, if you enjoyed this video, please hit the thumbs up and check the channel out. And if you like that, please consider subscribing to the channel. In the meantime, thanks very much for watching and stay prepared.